area, garage to kitchen entrance. Got some paint blemishes here. Paint blemish here, a bunch of dirt in the corner there. The paint here, you can see the white coming through in the corners. There's pretty much all those there. These here, that just looks like somebody just took some putty and just ran their finger with it. There's no texture on that. And pretty much the same thing there. Paint holes in it. This here, there's no caulk bead along here, and there's a pretty big gap. It's not easy to see on this, but when you see it in person, it looks pretty ugly. And same thing down below. There's no caulk bead. They didn't hesitate to paint the cabinet itself. This here looks like, don't know what that is, but that looks like it's an old crappy thing there. This here, it's hard to see in the video, but you can see it. It's hard to tell if that was even buffed, because you can see that obvious line of where the sander was just going back and forth. Now it feels smooth, but when you look at it in the light, you'll be able to see a big track there. Almost all of these have some sort of gap, or they're not lined up. If you take a straight edge on the bottom of these, they're not going to line up with each other. Look in there, there's a big cut there. Looks bad. That caulking wasn't finished to the center there. Line there. There's paint, or missing paint there. The sink being used as a work sink, just no matter how many times we tell them not to. Just ugly looking caulking jobs around here. Caulking in a grout. Chunk missing in there. Gash. Caulking looks bad. With some white paint on the side. Get cleaned up there. Hole not filled in, just painted over. Paint. Looks like a missing texture right there. Giant line down here. It's pretty easy. You can see no texture on the corner. Paint sticking outside there. The caulking's no good. Gaps there. Looks like it's, I don't know, something damaging the wood there. There, paint splotches visible. It says shim here. Doorknob is loose. Paint visible on the side, or white coming through. It's not a very good tape job. Anyway, you can see the caulking, and then it just ends right there, just because it's too hard to do that or something. Are we gonna get? I get the feeling we're not gonna get them, but volume controls. All this here, it says paint neat. You run your hand along it, it's just rough. And it's supposed to be nice and smooth. Some cracks, you know, you have some cracks in the corner there, some white paint showing through. Cracks in there. Some more paint and minor crack problems. Overspray lines, and in better light you can see that there's lines where there's overspray. Plus in this light I can even see that there's white showing through the back air, so it needs another coat of paint. Cracks. Pin mark from before wasn't enough paint put over it. Another pin mark. Caulking looks pretty crappy, and it's just no pride taken in it. A lot of paint needs to be shown. This here it's not real smooth. bunch of paint on the window. See that there, window. You can still see the writing from before. There's a line coming up there. A lot of little paint dings need to be painted. Caulk line. It's no good. There's no, the same as the other cabinets. There's just no caulk there. There's just a space. Same thing. Gap in a line. This was supposed to have been leveled. Maybe they tried to do it today. It looks better than it did before, but it still doesn't look level. We'll have to put a level on there. The alignments. Gap in a line. So come to the pantry. And here it's just looks crappy, you know, the way the caulking was done. Alright, you come in here and you look around the corner here, you can see right next to the blue arrow there's pencil marks where they did white paint to cover the pencil mark, and then nothing was it wasn't enough paint, so it comes through. You look up in the corner and you see a bunch of gray texture with no paint on it. They just splatted it up there and didn't paint it. It's generally kind of just dirty, just needs to be cleaned. Areas here need paint, but we can get that on the second walk through it.